A social worker, Mrs. Kolodny, once told my mother that I had enough anger in me to kill someone. Till now, I've only shared that with one person. I am stuck in North Carolina in an area they call the Triangle. I came here one summer to visit my friend Sally and fell in love with Chapel Hill. We kayaked on Jordan Lake, explored UNC, sang Fire and Rain on the James Taylor Bridge. Well, what a great place. I thought someday I'm gonna leave my LA triangle, settle here and start over. Though this triangle is Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill. That triangle was Kat and Michael and me. Molly. We met at a party 10 years ago and became inseparable. Our friends dubbed us the Triangle, and the name stuck. Oh, before Michael met and married Kat, he invented an app that went viral and made him a fortune. Kat writes screenplays, rom-coms that never get produced. It's a marriage with a hole in its heart. He loves her, but he doesn't think she's talented. She thinks he's brilliant, and she hates him. He won't spend a dime on her screenplays. Oh, and there's a prenup that says that if Kat leaves or cheats, she doesn't get a penny. So she stays and stews. I'm a writer too. Thrillers, to be precise. My first book got rave reviews and was made into a blockbuster movie. For a kid who grew up poor in the Bronx, suddenly I had money. I bought a house, antique furniture, expensive clothes, art. I spent like the gravy train would never end. But it did. My next book was a flop, then 2 screenplay disasters, box office bombs. My agent dumped me, and I went from celebrated to obliterated in the snap of a finger. I couldn't get arrested, although I did wind up in writer's jail. No one would take a meeting. No one would take my calls. I lost everything. The IRS took the house. The furniture and art was auctioned off. I was in debt up to my eyeballs. And the scary thing was, I couldn't stop spending like I still had money. Or drinking. In anguish, I called Kat. We shared a spliff and drank a tank of Jack. We commiserated. Apparently, Kat had a problem too, and she swore if I helped her, she'd help me. Well, whatever you need, I said. She leaned in closer and whispered, "Kill Michael." Well, I started to laugh. "No, I'm serious," she said. "We both know you have enough anger in you to kill someone." She's the one I told about Mrs. Kolodny. "And you know everything about murder, how to do it and how to get away with it." "It's fiction," I said. "Make believe." Well, Kat barely heard a word. "We'll have the best lives," she said, dancing around the room. "I'll make my movies and you can start over in Chapel Hill. I'll pay your debts. I'll give you money to live on. Hell, I'll even buy you that house you like so much." No, just to be clear, I am not a murderer. Now, this is a whole new field for me, and I'm not even sure I can do it. But after another joint and a second bottle of Jack, I agreed to give it the old college try. Kat came through with everything she promised. Oh, in her name, of course, in case I changed my mind. She put me down as beneficiary and said, "Once Michael is dead, I'll sign everything over to you." So I settled in, furnished the house, made friends, read up on poisons. And as I'm making cyanide from scratch, I realize this is my next thriller. All I need is a really good twist for the end. But anyway, so I'm ready to go back to LA and, take Michael off the census. And then the pandemic hits and we're ordered to shelter in place, which brings me back to being stuck. So here I am, having to sit around and think about killing Michael instead of just getting it over with. Surprisingly, though, sheltering in place has been a blessing in disguise. It's given me a chance to realize that killing Michael is wrong. I mean, what if I kill him and she reneges on all her promises? Then where will I be? Realistically, the only one who can take away my new life isn't Michael. It's Kat. Oh. Hey, Kat. It's Kat. Absolutely. Locked and loaded. Oh, and I'm writing again. It's a thriller. And I just came up with a really great twist for the end. Oh, no. You couldn't guess it to save your life.